Welcome. In front of me is a Samsung Galaxy A13, and today I will show you how you can go through the setup process of this phone. Now when you get it basically brand new out of the box, you will be presented with this screen once you turn it on. And we can progress through the setup together right here. So once you press on the blue button, it will take you to the language selection. So from here, choose your desired language. Now I'll be sticking with English, so that's what I'm gonna select right here. Now English is English to me, so I'm not really bothered by which version of it. And this takes me to the next page, which is connect to mobile network by inserting a SIM card. This step is completely optional and you don't have to do it. Now I'll mention that when the device is completely brand new, unlike this device, I have already unboxed this previously and then perform a factory reset. So in my case, I am not required to connect to network. But if your device is straight out of the box, like unsealed with the, those little stickers cut, then you are required to connect to some kind of network, either through a mobile one, so right here, or through Wi-Fi. The choice is yours. Without network connection, you will not be able to finish up the setup for some stupid reason, which I cannot tell you why. It genuinely makes no sense to me. Now, once you also do that and choose your region, unlike me, you need to reboot your device. Reasons for that is because of provider needing to install some update or something like that. I don't exactly recall what it was, but something alongside with the provider. Even though I wouldn't have inserted a SIM card, it still needs to do something with my provider, even though it doesn't have any effing idea what my actual provider is. So fantastic explanation here, Samsung. Now once you have connected to your network and performed a reboot, you can then proceed further with the setup. So we can now continue, which is for your review. I have agreed to the end user license agreement. Obviously you have no other choice here, so you need to select that and then you can proceed further. This brings us to permissions for Samsung apps and services. Now, no thanks, apps from Samsung don't need any permission in my case, because I don't really plan to use majority of them. So I'm just gonna disable that and go to the next page. Obviously you can change that if you want to utilize them. Now this brings me to the Wi-Fi connection page, and like I mentioned, if your device is brand new you cannot skip this, but because I have already done the first initial setup, I do have the skip button right here. So I'm gonna be skipping this. And additionally, once you connect to Wi-Fi, your device will go to checking for updates for a little bit longer than it probably should nowadays. I don't know why. I think Samsung might have screwed up something in their setup process, because even on the flagship most expensive device, this actually takes insanely long time. So take that as it may. It might take you a couple minutes to get through this, where you just get to sit around and do nothing. So here we have copy apps and data. Obviously you can restore your device from an old copy if you choose to. I will be setting it up as new, so I'm gonna select don't copy. Then we have Google services. So we have things like location, scanning, and sending user and diagnostic data. You can disable them if you don't want to, but quickly going into all three just so you are aware what they are. The first one, location, is just GPS tracking for your device, which allows applications like Google Maps to give you an accurate route to your destination if you're using it as a GPS navigation. Allow scanning allows the device to simply look for signals like Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and then send user and diagnostic data allows Google to spy on you. Now on the next page we have option to set up some kind of protection to our device. We have several different ways of going about it. So we have face recognition, fingerprint, and then PIN, pattern, or password. If you're planning to use either one of the two top ones, so face recognition and fingerprint, you can use both of them or just one. You are always going to be required to set up some kind of physical way of unlocking the device, so that'd be PIN, pattern, or password. The reason for that is if something would happen to your face, your fingerprint, you can still access your device. something could happen with your face and maybe the fingerprint reader. It really depends. So you always will have a physical way of unlocking the device. So I'll set up a pattern right here, and only pattern. So there we go, it's now set. And this brings us to the Samsung account. Now, even though I am not connected to network, it still pops up with the most counterproductive way, because if this shows up and you decide to log in, it will back you up back to the Wi-Fi connection page, because you have no Wi-Fi connection, or at least I don't. So this page shouldn't even show up, like Google isn't, because I'm not connected to Wi-Fi. And additionally, if you try to skip this, because you know it's Samsung, they really want you to use their stupid applications, you get this this pop-up right here. And just because this is a budget version of Samsung phones, the A13, the list is a little bit shorter than you would normally see. So we have way less things to actually care about here, like we have Samsung Cloud, Galaxy Theme, Find My Mobile, and Galaxy Store, which none of them are useful for the typical casual user, just because they have a better alternative and Google ecosystem, which you most likely use. So just to kind of go into them, Samsung Cloud has Google Cloud, Galaxy Theme has entire Play Store, Find My Mobile has my Find My Device, and Galaxy Theme again we have the Play Store, making all these applications obsolete. And it's not like they were good from the begin with, so it's not like we're missing out on anything really. And from here we can then select Finish, which will present us with our home screen after a couple of seconds. Or a SIM card. There we go. So that is how you could go through a setup process of your brand new device. And if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.